Good evening, internet. Saturday, 21st of October, and it's just gone 7:05. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well. Just a little update on the wee beast here, Gigi, who is now stuck up on the ramp. But I tell you what, before we do that, now there was me saying in the week about us missing this storm, and trust me, we got it today. Look at this. It's not too bad at the moment. Look, but I'm sure that you can tell by everywhere being a bit wet and blustery. Anyway, they reckon that tomorrow we're going to have, as the French call it, soleil, sunshine. Tomorrow, personally, I don't believe that. Right, so a couple of things that I've done to the bike. Now, I don't really remember me saying, but when I got it, this toenail shifter was, this bit here was well up, because the previous owner didn't like using the heel bit. So I've dropped it down, and I don't know whether you probably can't see it, but to anyone that owns one of these bikes, there's a punch mark on the end of the shaft, which I'm presuming you line that, and that sort of gives it now, you know, a nice, you could get your boot still under there, and that gets that back down there, so that's pretty good. Another thing that I did as well, it had the reflectors on here, which for a sort of a cruiser style bike, I think that looked pretty naff, so they came off. So now you're just down to your bare forks, which I think looks better. Yeah, I mean, they're still on the Himalayan. Look, where's the Himalayan? There it is. That's got them down there, the orange reflectors. But you know, I sort of get that for that style of bike. You know, you can sort of live with that. So the bike's up on the ramp, and I was rather hoping that the filters, the oil filters, would turn up today, but unfortunately they didn't. So it's going to be like Monday, Tuesday, I would presume. First of all, though, the first job, I think the chain needs a good clean. It's not just a case of adjusting it. It does need adjustment, but it needs a good clean. So that's going to be done. Also, the clutch has got to be adjusted, but silly me, unlike the Himalayan where you can adjust the clutch up on the table because of the front wheel being chocked, you can't do it with this, because they say turn it to the left, take a measurement there, then blah blah blah. Okay, so that can't be done there, so that's going to have to be when it comes back off, which is no big deal. But of course, the tank can come off, the tappets can be done, the chain can be done. I'm going to take the front wheel off as well, and I'm going to balance that. I've got a little balancing thing here, look. See it there? Hey? That bit of kit there where, you know, stick on your weights. So I'm going to do that, because I mean, with the Himalayan it doesn't make a lot of difference, because it's an off-road knobbly horrible tyre, which like duk, 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 duk. Whereas this one, being back to the road tyre, I did feel a bit of vibration. So, well, I felt quite a bit of vibration. I've checked all the bearings on it, checked the headstock, that's all fine, so it's nothing to do with that. So yeah, going to balance the front wheel, obviously not take the wheel off while it's on the table. Another thing that I had a quick look at, which I was a little bit, and I'm sure people can answer me this question. Oh, I can find it out, but there again, it'll all give us something to talk about. But am I right in thinking that the chains, I'll turn around the other way because we'll get the glare from the window, or maybe not that much tonight because not exactly glaring. I had a quick look at the chain, which, like I say, it needs a good clean. But there's no split link on these, is it? So I take it we're back to rivets, you know, yeah, punched in rivet, which is unusual, because I thought RE sort of throughout their whole range did the split link. I must be wrong. Or, and I can't see why, I wouldn't have thought he'd have changed the chain. The bike's only 12 months old. Anyway, I'm sure that someone could say to me, no, I presume it's the same throughout the 350 range, whether it be the Classic, the Meteor, or maybe even the Hunter. Not too sure. Interesting. Let me know in the comments. Right, I think that's it. Nothing else to do, nothing else. Did I do anything else to it as yet? I was going to put a tail tidy on it. That's it. I was going to put a tail tidy on. I'd looked at Hitchcock's. Then I'd looked somewhere else, and then I found one in India. Tail tidy, 24 euro it was, with free postage. But you know what? When I actually look at this, oops. When I actually look at this, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, if you sort of look at that, this bike is it's made to look like a small cruiser, isn't it? You know, so it's like semi-forward control. So yeah, the back of this, that number plate there, Gigi, that's about right. So I think, personally, if it's taken up, I don't think it'll look right. You know, I sort of ummed and ahed about it. I quite like this setup here, as in I quite like the indicators. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with them at all. And I was looking at a lot of looking. The wife hates it when I look. She is that cha-ching at the cash register. No, okay. So obviously, this model has got a cat. Great big unking thing there, and you can get a decap pipe for this from, well, there's 1-2 places that sell it, or if you want to, you can make one yourself, can't you? Because let's face it, this here, this bit, and this bit is a cover plate, so you could actually get a length of pipe, which you can freely get off the internet once you know your measurements, from there to there, and get rid of the cat. Of course, once you get rid of the cat, then round here again, once you get rid of the cat, you have this bit here, this little bit here, this rubber, which is for your centre stand when that comes up and hits against there. If that isn't there, then your centre stand will come up and will interfere with the chain. So there's that to consider, which isn't a major problem. You know, you simply just make up a bracket yourself. I haven't really looked at it because I'm not sure I'm going to do it, but yeah, it would be easy enough, even if you bought a bracket across from the other side. It doesn't matter which side it's on, as long as it stops it. So that's an option. Would it make that much difference putting a decap pipe on? It depends on which way you're going to look at it, really, doesn't it? You know, it's going to make it possibly sound more single thumpier, but you can achieve that anyway if you really wanted to, just by changing the end can. There's loads of them out there, which I did with the Himalayan. Would it make it run any better having the cat off? I don't know, possibly not. And I don't think I'm going to bother, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to leave it. I can pick up a piece of exhaust pipe for 32 euro, and you know, weld on a couple of nuts to fit on the heat shields, so I can do it cheap. Opposed if you buy the kit, the complete decap kit, I don't know, what is it, 170 quid I think it is, something daft, I don't know. And I don't think you'll get, certainly, yeah, the air filter, you know, change that does make a difference. You know, that gives it a bit more responsiveness. I mean, and if you want to really get into making this thing go a bit quicker, there's your, you know, you can change the cam, you know, which I'm certainly not going to do. So yeah, anyway, I'm waffling on here, and I'm waffling. It's Saturday night, so the wine is calling. Yeah, so jobs for tomorrow. Because I do think, by the sound of it, if we open the door again, the rain is back. Oh yes, there you go, look. The rain is back. Listen, can you hear that? There's no way it's going to be sunny tomorrow, is it? I'll eat my hat if it does, publicly. I mean, come on. Right, okay. So that's it really. Little catch up. So tomorrow, let's get the chain cleaned. And yeah, might even take the tank off, ready to get the tappets done. And then I need the oil, get it all back together. And then we need this rain to go and do one, so I can get this bike, because I picked it up last Sunday, you know, 4-hour ride back, so an enjoyable ride. But since then, the weather's been absolutely awful. And as we all know, I'm a wuss and I'm riding the rain. So, okay, until tomorrow, I think that's about it. Like I said, get the chain done first of all these little jobs, they've all got to help. That's it then. Have a great weekend. I hope you've enjoyed Saturday. I don't know what your weather's like. In fact, I do believe it's calming down in the UK, maybe now. I think you've sent it to us now. Very generous of you all. We'll send it you back. How's that? Right, okay, have a great weekend. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye for now.